funny?
Very funny. Well, look at you. Huh? You even look like a writer. A writer in Paris. There's a word for this, isn't there?
Butch.
One Day stars Anne Hathaway and Jim Sturgess. They're friends from college who became a bit more than that in a relationship that goes on over several years. When I met with Jim, I was wondering what it's like to be working in the middle of a crowd with somebody as famous as Anne, and to what extent that distracts your work.
Well, I mean, when you're acting in a film, you've also got a giant piece of machinery that's in front of you. 70 guys all wearing sort of the big, bright jackets.
Teamsters.
Teamsters, exactly. People eating sandwiches over there. They're drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes. So, yeah, you have to... You're working in this sort of closeness, you know, whatever's not happening right there in that moment is sort of a blur, you know.
And the two of you sort of create your own little bubble. Would that be fair?
Yeah, you just sort of engage in that person and the scene and, you know, and just hope for the best, really, yeah. But it's hard, yeah, certainly when we were in Paris, because there were people shouting for Anne's attention and was getting lots of photographs and... You know, so that's hard for her to have to keep kind of concentrating through all that.
Do you like early takes or longer takes so you can refine, for, say, this film?
Yeah, for me it's normally the sort of, you blow the cobwebs off in a rehearsal or a first take, maybe the first two takes. Normally around your third, and then it's sort of fresh and you feel in a good place with it. But then sometimes if it's complicated, you really got to remember this while turning to this, picking up this, saying this to this.
Paul Newman mentioned to me once, he said, I've never felt in the moment in a film yet. I thought that was quite an admission.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes feel, in fact, though, in the moment?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Something sort of happens between action and cut, you know, and it's true, you know, it's like it could be freezing cold outside or what. But when they shout action, you don't feel cold.
Isn't that interesting?
And you keep going and everything just disappears.
Huh.
And then they shout, cut, and then you...
Well, I certainly felt that as I was watching you. Jim, thank you very much.
All right, cool, thanks.
I'm Patrick Stoner.
Oh, I screwed up my career. And screwed up things with Mum.
That's not true.
I screwed up my friendships. And then Sylvie just came along.
Flicks with Patrick Stoner explores the craft of filmmaking that is aired on public television stations and enhances our culture in this community and around the country.